Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are in the 18th mantra. Aham Shishyavada Bhami Yaham Lokatrayashrayah Aham Kalatrayatita Aham Vede Rupasitaha. This is called as Bhavana. And we have to keep on insisting on this. All other sadhana is only supportive. Like we keep on doing so many things, go for shopping, buy the things, clean them, cut them properly. But that is not the meals unless it is cooked and ready on the table and put it in the plate. Even then it will not satiate the hunger. Ultimately it must disappear in our stomach. From the plate it must go to the pate. Then only the hunger is satiated. Exactly the same way. What is given here is the food in the plate. Now it must disappear in us. And it can disappear only by one technique, and that is bhavana. See, nasti buddhi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana. Bhavana is this technique wherein we are all living only in the bhavana. I am man, I am woman, I am Indian, I am American. These are only bhavana. It has no other status. So if only bhavana we have to do, why not do this type of bhavana? So start playing. Aham Shishyavad Abhami. Abhami means I manifest. I take the role of what? Shishyavad. So I have taken the role of a disciple. Now who is the disciple? Disciple is the one who is having clear understanding that we have to give up our acquired nature and we have to allow our essential nature to manifest. Our acquired nature is reactions, our acquired nature is commentary, our acquired nature is addiction, our acquired nature is all that is subject to modification according to conditions. See? Like our acquired nature is anger. So we go through the immigration. And there we know, if I become angry, I will be thrown out of the country. So we control that anger and try to behave very decent way so that we are allowed to enter. Exactly the same way. A disciple is the one who is ready to change himself. And what is the change possible? Our essential nature cannot be changed. Meaning, we are divine and we will continue to be divine whether we know or not, whether we do want or not. Then what can be changed? Is only the acquired nature. This is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita at the end in the 18th chapter. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. Means, give up your acquired nature and allow the essential nature to surface. I have not forgotten. Don't sympathize with me. Oh, poor Swamiji has forgotten. This is your experience. So, aham shishyavada bhami. So therefore, we have to be extremely aware about our habitual lifestyle. You can come in the front, I have no objection. Okay. So, aham shishyavada bhami. I am reflecting or expressing as Shishya, the disciple. This is my role. So Shishyavat means as if I am a disciple. Then Aham hi lokatraya shrayaha. I am the support of the three worlds. So the three worlds are only waking, dream and deep sleep. So I am the support of the three worlds. Three worlds include anything which is three. Once Bhagwan had an idea, let us play cards. So Lord Shiva and Parvati ji on Kailash, they are playing cards. Then they wanted to, what should we play? So Parvati ji said, why not play Tin Patti? And the Lord started playing the Tin Patti. So the Swapna Rajas Tamas, Tin Patti started. So Tamas is the inert world that is supported by me. Rajas is the activities that is supported by me. Sattva is the knowledge that is supported by me. When we support something, what does it mean? We don't get influenced by that. See? This is how going beyond the three gunas. 14th chapter Bhagwan says, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. Let these three gunas come and go. Who cares? See, friends. From this who cares, I think I told you, once I was in Ernakulam and reached there after a long journey and I was extremely tired. And after food, I have to sleep. There is no option. And if the food is that of the South India and dosha, what is the sign of the best dosha? The perfect dosha is the one you go to sleep while eating. Highly fermented. So I ate and went to sleep. And I was so deep in my sleep. The organizers came. Swamiji, excuse, we are sorry to disturb you. No, we have to put on the board. What is the topic you are going to speak? I said, come on, yeah, don't disturb me. No, please, Swamiji. I said, who cares? And I slept. And when I went there for the lecture, they have put the topic. Swamiji will be talking on who cares. And I spoke on who cares for 1.5 hours. See? This attitude of who cares will keep you always light. You know what is our struggle? Our struggle is at two levels. One is, we want to prove something to somebody in this world. Hamsa, kya? Kauwa chala hamsa ki chal. If you are a crow, be a crow. You don't have to pretend to be hamsa. No. So, never try to prove anything to anybody. And the second thing where we get lost is we try to justify. How the justification takes us away from our essential nature. Once I was going to Borivali for my talks. That time these flyovers were not there. And the gate, railway gate was closed. So we had to wait. It took 20 minutes for the gate to open. Other people were crossing. So my friend Swami said, I am not going to do that. But we will be late. I said, who cares? Late to late. So when we reached our destination, our talks, he said, Swami, I'll go and announce. I said, why you announce? What you want to announce? No, we were late. I said, did anybody ask you? No. Second thing, are you going to give the talk? No. Why don't you relax? Okay, Swamiji. Then I finished my talk and I pulled 20 minutes extra. And after everything was over, I said, see, has anybody asked this question? Why you are late? Don't try to just be answerable to your own conscience. Because of laziness, because of oversleep, and because of repeating the same mistake again and again. If these are the causes, then you are wrong. Otherwise, you are not wrong. Don't try to prove anything to anybody. Then alone, lokatraya shrayaha. So many things come and go. You are ever the same. Nothing should disturb us. Because the support rule is this. Support is not influenced by what is supporting. So what is supported? The space supports the four elements. They don't touch the space. Mirror supports the reflections. Reflections do not influence the mirror. See? Vision supports the colors and forms. Colors and forms do not influence the vision. If it is a very big elephant, there is no burden on the vision. Oh God, such a huge one, I think I should close my eyes. No. Come to this point. Lokatraya shrayaha. So what will be practice of this statement? Remain ever relaxed. Don't get excited or agitated on any issue. Aham lokatraya shrayaha. Further, aham kalatrayatitaha. I am beyond the three. This is verse number 18, chapter 3. Aham kalatrayatitaha. I am beyond the three times. See? Now be attentive. Past is possible only with reference to the present. Future is possible only with reference to the present. And if we train our mind to not to go in the past by talking about our past, not to go in the future by worrying about the non-existing problems. When these two things happen, be very attentive. When these two things happen, we are not in the present. Then we are presence. Present tense is possible only if there is a past tense and future tense. If these two tenses disappear, there is no present tense. Then what remains is the presence. Aham kalatrayatitaha. Mind cannot exist without the food of the past memories and worries about the future. These are the two minimum things the mind requires to survive. And the third thing is the comparison in the present. Work on these three. First, never talk about your past, never ask anybody about their past. You have conquered Paramatma 1/3. Don't worry about the future. Worry do not deliver solutions. Worry is sterile. Then, in the present, stop comparing. Comparison is the biggest problem for many people. Mothers particularly. One day, one mother came to me, in Ahmedabad it happened, and she was talking about her son. And Swami, what should I do? I said, Mama, do you know what is your problem? Your problem is, you are constantly comparing your son with someone else. Stop comparisons. Now observe these three things consciously. Not talking about one's past or asking anybody about their past. Worrying becomes our second nature. Stop that. And in the present, don't compare. Aham kalatrayatitaha. You have transcended the time. How? If I am not there, there is no past. If I am not there, there is no future. As it happens in deep sleep. In deep sleep, there is no past, there is no future, there is no present. What remains is only Paramatma. Upanishad says, Ahar Ahar Brahma Gamayati. Every day we go back to Paramatma in deep sleep. Meaning what? Be attentive. Like the ice cube dissolves in the water, in the same manner, the mind dissolves in consciousness. This process is like we keep our phone for charging overnight. Same way, our mind gets charged when it goes back to consciousness. Now, second important thing. And it is so simple that we will never do it. When an ice cube dissolves in the water, the same ice cube will never come out. When the wave dissolves in the ocean, the same wave never comes out. When a dreamer dissolves in the waking experience, the same dreamer is never present in the next dream. There is a separate dreamer for every dream. If these things are accepted by you, then take one more step. Every waker dissolves in the deep sleep, and the same waker doesn't come out of the deep sleep. Like for every dream, there is a separate dreamer. For every waking experience, there is a separate waker. The day we will be able to digest this principle, you have done a great favor to yourself. And this we accept when it comes to dream. And therefore, nobody writes autobiography of a dreamer. Nobody writes. Okay? But when it comes to the waker, we keep on writing the autobiography. See, friends, first mistake, I was born. Who is born? See, friends, these two things I am shamelessly repeating because this is the only thing to be repeated 100 million times. Our spiritual practice really means a business. If we take these two steps, number one, freedom from body identification. Whatever you are doing, if that leads to this, then you are walking spiritual path. Whatever you are doing, if doesn't lead to this freedom from body identification, it is rubbish. Because the whole world is born only after body identification. Then how do we do it? How do we achieve it? Simply naming the disease is not the relief from the disease. Nor giving a medicine to the patient, okay, you take this medicine, you will be all right. Sir, where this medicine is available? It is not available anywhere. What is the use of such a prescription? So simply telling that get freedom from body identification. How do you do this? Please tell us. See? Now I shall tell you very systematically, be attentive. There are three eyes. One is called as we can call it a simple way as the soul or the jiva. One is called as Vyavaharik jiva, second is called as Pratibhasik jiva, third is called as Paramarthik jiva. Vyavaharik jiva means what? After body identification, whatever we have to become. After body identification, we become son, daughter, mother, father, husband, wife, children, in-laws, outlaws. And we have to conduct the business of our life. So there we are Vyavaharik jiva. Now do your job sincerely. And if we do not do it sincerely, what happens? At a later date, other than regrets, nothing is in our account. I should not have done this. That time I don't know what happened to me. In old age, these two things kill a living person. One thing is regrets of the right commissions and the regrets of the wrong omissions. What should not have been done? I have done that. I don't know why did I do that. What should have been done? I don't know why I didn't do that. But in the old age, you can't undo your past. Therefore, a Vyavaharik jiva is the one who leads his life in such a manner that there are no dents and dashes left on the mind. That is Dharma Shastra. Now, the second one is the Pratibhasik jiva. Pratibhasik jiva is the dreamer. So, dreamer has done good and bad in the dream, he suffered, he enjoyed. But what is the understanding of the Vyavaharik jiva, the waker, about the dreamer's life? He's totally, come on, it was just a dream, forget about it. Who says this? The Vyavaharik jiva, the waker. Now go to the third stage. And that is the Paramarthik jiva. Paramarthik jiva is the one who is seeking the truth. So like for a Vyavaharik jiva, for the waker, dream and dream achievements and failures have zero value. Exactly the same way, the Paramarthik jiva, the seeker, will give zero value to the Vyavaharik jiva, whatever is done or not done. Now, enough of it. You cannot undo your past. What can we do is to select, shift and delete the past. Don't talk about your past to anybody. Don't ask anybody about their past. Because, be attentive, past belongs to the body. And when we talk about our past, good and bad experiences, what happens unknowingly, our body identification is kept intact. And all the sadhana, what we think we are doing, is going to dogs. See, friends, this is such a subtle and important point. You go to any ashram, the same thing. See? Like I go to so many places. They say, Swamiji, last time you had come, do you remember? And that time you spoke on this, going in the past. I said, I don't remember whether I have come here or not. Forgetting the things is the gift of God. See? Take money from the people and forget. See what a joy it is. Relax. But I gave you 1 million rupees. I don't think. I think we were talking about someone else. I don't remember. Even this imagination is so cheerful, isn't it? It is such an important thing. But we are Indians. Anybody we meet, we start writing this is Kundali. Where were you born? What is your name? What was your earlier name? What is your new name? 101 things keep on asking. Therefore, aham kalatrayatitaha means don't give any value to your past or anybody's past. Then you have nothing to talk. If we come in the utter present and avoid comparisons, mind dissolves in consciousness. One of the simplest spiritual practice. Then what should we do? Keep on humming, keep on chanting Lord's name, go for walks, have some hobby, do gardening, see? Be a magic chef, cook food for your wife and children. You will be always remaining in the present. Now one more point before we go. How to remain in the present? Whenever we learn anything, learning happens only in the present. See? So learn anything. Learn Chinese. Here only there is to be one Sindhi gentleman. I don't know, he does not come. Last 2-3 years I have not seen him. Maybe he must have been dispatched. So, he asked me this question. Swami, please tell me, I am having great fear these days. So I kept quiet. About my death. I said, don't have fear. I guarantee you, you will die. Fear means what? Whether I have got a great fear whether I will catch the flight or miss the flight. These are the two options. What will be the fear about death? Whether I will die or I will not die. Guarantee. See? But we keep on talking about the same thing again and again. Therefore, dehat kalatrayatitaha and aham vedahi upasitaha. Now see, every word. Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 15th verse. This is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha 4. Therefore, vedaisya sarvaihi aham eva vedyaha. Here the same thing. Vedaihi aham eva upasitaha. Vedyaha means worthy of knowing. Upasita means reach, approach. See? So, what the Vedas are talking, what the scriptures are talking, only one thing. Know yourself. It doesn't matter whether we know anything else or not. It doesn't make any difference. What makes a difference is know yourself. If this is not the focus of our spiritual practice, then we are only a social worker. And a social worker is not a spiritual seeker. Social worker, who is a social worker? Many of you may not like it, but I'll tell you the truth. If I am a student of Gita, what will be my social work? I will see that in the hand of every child in our country, I will give one Bhagavad Gita. Because I believe in Bhagavad Gita. So if I am a non-smoker, what will be my social work? I will see that tobacco is not cultivated in our country. It can be imported. If I am a grass eater competing with the animals, vegetarian, then I will see that nobody ever allowed to eat any non-vegetarian. And I will feel that I am a social worker. Social worker imposes his views on the society. That is not spiritual life. See, my friends. Therefore, aham vedaihi upasitaha, aham shastrena nirnitaha, aham chitte vyavasthitaha, matyaktaha, nasti kinchidva matyaktam prithvichava, mayatiriktam yadyadva tattan nasti iti nishchuno, aham brahmasmi siddhosmi nitya शुद्धोस्मि हम सदा निर्गुणः केवल आत्मास्मि निराकारोस्मि हम सदा केवलम ब्रह्म मात्रोस्मि यजरोस्मि अहम अजरोस्मि हम स्वयमेव स्वयं भामि स्वयमेव सदात्मकः स्वयमेव आत्मनि स्वस्थः स्वयमेव परागतिः. Each and every verse, the moment you read, you come back to yourself. Like all the rivers ultimately go to the ocean. Exactly the same way. Every sound comes back to us. Om Mayi eva sakalam jatam Mayi sarvam pratishtitam Mayi sarvam layam yati Tad brahmadvayam asmiham. The whole waking world, where does it go in the deep sleep? It comes back to me. And when again wake up, like we open our suitcase, again the same kama, krodha, lobha, father, mother, husband, sister, wife, again they come out. And we keep our shop open. Every day the same thing going on and on and on. See? So here the teacher says, aham shastrena nirnitaha. Now this is another important point. Who is this I? If a thief is told, who is this I? Of course I am. So I am a thief. Then I am old means what? I am body. Then I am rich means I am wealth. I am husband means I am a silent sufferer. So, when we use the word I, what exactly we mean by I? Are we one inside or we are a crowd inside? And if you just become aware of this phenomena, then you will immediately discover we are disturbed or the thoughts come only from the seed of some I. I as a husband, I as a wife, I as a brother, I as a sister, I as a grandfather, the thoughts will come. So, Shastrena Nirditaha, who will tell us which is the real I? Only scriptures can tell us. And what the scriptures tell us? Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanam cha. I alone support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. So, Shastrena Nirditaha aham, the I which is determined, established by the scriptures, is not Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, is not Indian, non-Indian, is not rich, poor, is not man, woman, is not in-laws, outlaws. It is only the substratum, the supporting everything. See? And for that also, again, we have to take the support of the scriptures. So, when we are a Vyavaharik Jiva, if I am in front of my wife, I have to behave like a husband. How to behave in front of her wife like a husband? When she is talking, you should not talk. When she is silent, you should keep quiet. Behave properly, there will be no difficulty in life. See? Shastrena Nirdita. Similarly, if I am in front of my father, respect them. Don't argue. Don't discuss. Don't suggest. Whatever they say yes without listening. Because guarantees after next 2 minutes they'll forget. But if you argue, they'll remember. These are the practical hints of spirituality. But we get involved all with the old people and keep on arguing. Never do that. So, aham shastrena nirnitaha. Who is this aham? The scriptures will tell, not we. See? When Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, in the 4th chapter, Chaturvarnam maya srishtam guna karma vivagashaha. The 4 varna. Varna is not the caste. The caste is what is translated by our great politicians as Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or the scheduled caste and non-scheduled caste, and every Tom, Dick and Harry wants a reservation. And the funniest part is, they are proud to be called as disgusted. But if you call them you are disgusted, they'll complain. You called me disgusted. Complain. Bhagavan says, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, these are, Varna means one, Varnanat Varna. These are the descriptions. And what is the description? If we want to study, let us take animal kingdom or plant kingdom, how can you study such a huge thing? So we classify. And then in a classification, we say there are vertebrates, non-vertebrates. Then among vertebrates, we again classify further mammals, etc., etc. Non-vertebrates, we classify there. So when we are classifying the total animal kingdom, are we condemning somebody or appreciating somebody? In the same manner, human race is divided guna karma vibhagasha. Guna is what is your quality. Those who are predominantly intelligent, contemplative, dispassionate, and ready to study and apply consistently for something higher, they are labeled as Brahmana. Those who are capable of achieving success without selfishness, they are called as Kshatriya. Those who are able to put lot of efforts but with a minimum of the selflessness and more of the selfishness, they are called as the Vaishya. In the Vaishyas come all the CAs. The CAs are these chartered accountants, Vaishya. How much we can loot the whole world. And Shudra, who are good for nothing. They have neither the brains to study, understand. They don't have the confidence to achieve success, nor they have the ability to do trading or business. Then, go and do that and come back. He will go and come back. And then, pan midi tamaku. So, guna karma vibhagasha. Bhagavan doesn't say somebody is born Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra as by birth. It is not said. See, friends. Therefore, who is this aham? Aham shastrena nirditaha. We should not go, if you are walking spiritual path, on these things which is a dividing factor in the society. Aham chitte vyavasthitaha. Then the next step comes, where I am abiding. So, this I is abiding in the chitta, in the mind. Now be very attentive. If we become aware of this, all experiences happen only in the mind. Now when the word mind is used, we have to understand in what reference it is used. Here mind or chitta means the total inner instrument, antakaran. So all the experiences happen only in the mind. See? if local anesthesia is given to some, let us say, to our leg, and then some operation is conducted, you will see your own leg being cut, but you will not hurt yourself because the mind is not present in that area. And after the effect of that particular medicine is waned away, and then it becomes extremely painful. Because now the mind has slowly percolated and gone over there. See? Like this, dentist people, when they do the, play with your teeth, so they will be taking long, long needles and straight away put in your gum here and there, and then put some medicine, and after some time they will come, and then your lip is hanging, everything, and they will take the chenni, hathodi, dhadadhar, nothing happens to you. See? That time nothing happens. But after, when you go home and that is all old, they say take this another tablet, so again it will cool for some time. So what is the conclusion? All experiences happen only in the mind. Now if we have the technique of minding our mind, then you will understand this aham chitte vyavastitaha. Now how to mind our mind? Be attentive. Pain is experience. Pain can be caused because of somebody or something, agreed. But we all become painful by our choice. Go through the experience of pain, but don't claim to be I am painful. Go through the experience of miseries, but don't claim I am a miserable one. Stand apart. But we have trained ourselves to get identified with everything. Like, today somebody asked me this question. Swamiji, all said and done. But if there is a pain in the body, how can you say that there should not... I said, no, I didn't say there should not be pain in the body. Pain in the body will never be there. It is only in the mind. Like small kids. When they are crying for something, just give some other toy, they forget about it. Where the crying and pain has gone. Exactly the same way. Learn to engage your mind for something higher, lower things will disappear. If we are all the time supporting the demands of the mind will make us its slave. So, aham chitte vyavastitaha, then matyaktaha nasti kinchidva. Without me and other than me, there is nothing in this world. See? If I am not there after my death, then what will happen to my wife? She will get married again. See? When I is not there, how there can be my wife? If I is not there, how there can be my property? If I is not there, how can be there my religion? Everything is based on I. Therefore, matyaktaha nasti kinchidva. And this I, the support of everything, we are totally indifferent to this I. Who is this I? Therefore, again and again insist, this is the spiritual practice. We have to ascertain our identity as to who are we. All other things are secondary. See, like our ex-Prime Minister, he was awarded, Bharat Ratna. But in the last days, he was totally, you call him Bharat Ratna or you call him Baigan ka Bharit, how does it matter? It makes no difference. See, all our achievements and failures are only temporary. But we are permanent. Focus attention on this. Without me, nothing can exist. And this substratum, which is supporting everything, we are completely indifferent. And the reason is, we are preoccupied with the non-essentials. Now this one technique I had told earlier also, just work on it. How our essential nature is covered. When we give importance to the colors and forms, our vision is covered by the colors and forms. When we give importance to the sounds, our hearing ability is covered by the sounds. In short, when we give importance to the objects of the world, our sense organs are covered by that. Then, when we give importance to our sense organs, our mind is covered by that. When we give importance to our mind, our wisdom, our intellect, our discrimination, our buddhi is covered by the mind. Such people become sentimental for no reason. And our chetana is covered by this intellect, the logic. Everything we want logical. And the truth is beyond logic. And this chetana is covering our inner infinite potentiality. And this inner infinite potentiality is covering the essential I. These are the steps. See? Now these steps of ascent I told you. Bhagavad Gita tells the steps of descent. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammohat smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramchan buddhinashaha buddhinashat pranashyati. This is the descent. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. When we give importance to the worldly objects, sangasteshu upajayate, we are attached to them. Sanga sanjayate kamaha, then desire is born. If the desire is there, it has two options. Either desire is fulfilled or it is not fulfilled. If it is not fulfilled, unfulfilled desire is called as anger. Fulfilled desire leads to greed. Anger and greed, they lose the balance of our life. Then krodhat bhavati sammoha, the delusion takes over. Sammoha smriti vibhrama, then we forget what for we are here. Like we all have come from various places here. What for we have come here? To sit in this comfortable place? No, to learn something. And are we able to learn something for what we have come, even if we can't do it for 1 hour, 15 minutes? Will we be able to utilizing our total life for what we have come? See, my friends, how much non-essentials we give importance to. Talking on Gita, and the basic point we miss. All that is told in Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sashtanga Yoga, Nashtanga Yoga, whatever they are told, none of that was ever practiced by Arjuna. He didn't sit there on the battlefield, let me do meditation. Like you do in cricket, the batsman says, time please. And then he sits there for meditation. No, he was on the battlefield. What happened in Bhagavad Gita? Nothing happened except one thing. His wrong notion. Who is he at a given period of time? That he has just forgotten for a moment. And therefore all the problems come. Now here we are. If we forget for a moment, what for we are here? For listening or remembering? After I go from here, I had to carry the onion. I don't know why they eat onion. Are kande wali? Where will you learn Sammoha, sammoha smriti vibhrama. Smriti bhramshat buddhi nasha. Then the discrimination disappears. I remember many years before, it happened here only. Somebody was coming for the talk, I don't know who was that. One day a slip came here. That mala sometimes when it is there, it remains. I don't remove it for whatever reason. Or sometimes I remove. No logic, no reason. So, that person wrote, you sit in the chair and talk. Mahatmas normally don't sit in the talk like this. And then, when the mala is put on you, you don't remove the mala. You want to show it to the people. You should not do like that. So, on the slip I wrote, who cares? See friends, Smriti Brahmashar Buddhi Nashaha, whether we go for a particular job, are we doing that or not? See? Like we have come over here. Now, managing this beautiful place is not our business. See? Girish Bhai is there to suffer. Why should we suffer? We relax. Buddhi Nashad Pranashati. Then we are digging our own grave. Therefore, Matyaktaha Nasti Kinchidva Matyaktam Pruthavi Chava. Without me, even the earth cannot exist. Maya Tiriktam Yadyadva Taddan Nasti Tinishchanu. Whatever is other than me, it has no existence. See, friends. You know why we are not able to digest this statement? Because when it is said, other than me, nothing else is. What is our understanding? Other than me? Other than me and the body. Other than me, the earth is not there. How it is possible? Anedambo, first of all, correct the meaning of I. When we are not identified with the body, where are we? What are we? When are we? How are we? Everything disappears. Desha, Kala, Vastu, time, space and object have their origin in this I. Therefore, whatever is other than me, that doesn't exist. So, Aham Brahmasmi Siddhosmi Nitya Shuddhosmi Aham Sada. Therefore, Aham Brahmasmi means what? Be attentive. Brahma means that which is simultaneously the material and efficient cause of this world. Material cause means all that is known objectively is Paramatma. And the one who is experiencing is also Paramatma. Therefore, on one reality, the subject-object duality is superimposed. Then Aham Brahmasmi means what? This is not experience of one particular body, but it is a common experience. Therefore, Aham Brahmasmi means we come out of the Vyakti and merge in the Abhivyakti. See, how do we merge in the Abhivyakti? Abhivyakti is life. Vyakti is individual. Life is common. So when we go for operation, do we ask the doctor, Doctor Sahab, what is your gotra? I am the Bharadwaj gotra. Those who do not know their gotra is called as Kashyap. A common thing. Something has to be said. One day, one doctor was doing operation. Patient was on the operation table and the doctor was talking. This is a simple operation. Pandey, don't be worried. Don't be worried. It is okay. It is just a very simple operation. Don't be worried. Pandey, don't be worried. The patient said, I am not worried. But my name is not Pandey. He said, no, my name is Pandey. I see. This is the beauty of life. Therefore, Aham Brahmasmi Siddhosmi Nitya Shuddho Smeham Sada. I am ever immaculate, untouched. Now see, these are, every word can take you deep in your being. See? The rule is, the illuminator is never influenced by what is illumined. This is the rule, thumb rule. Prakashak doesn't get influenced by what is illumined, prakashya. Then same example. When my eyes are seeing the green color, eyes don't become green. When the eyes see the red color, the eyes don't become red. Not influence. Now apply this everywhere. The rule is this simple thing. Miseries are known to us. So, how can we become miserable? See, friends. Therefore, here the teacher is telling very simple way that Nitya Shuddhos Meham Sada, that means that is our essential nature. We don't have to do anything. Contamination is accepted by us. Papoham Papa Karmaham. Once I was in Kedarnath, and there are many beautiful places around the temple. So there is one small kind of water fountain, and nice fresh water comes. So along with others I also went, and then the Pandit said, told, say, Papoham Papa. I said, I am not a sinner. You start from there, Papoham Papa Karmam, and take this thing and become more papi. See? This has gone so deep in our system. Therefore, Nitya Shuddhos Meham Sada, Nirgunaha Kevalatmasmi, Nirakarosmi Ham Sada, Nirgunaha. Nirgunaha means I don't have any attributes, any qualities. And this is what we have been emphasizing. Spiritual attainment is not becoming someone special. When something speciality is added, you are diverse from the originality. See? Now what are the original? The 5 great elements have got 5 tanmatras. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, tanmatras. Shabda is any sound. Bhagavan says in Gita, Pranavaha sarva vedeshu shabda khe. Sound in the space. He doesn't say Ram Nam. He doesn't say Saregama. Sound matra. But this sound becomes special when we add words to it. See, in the Pratyavidya Shastra, all the powers are riding on the letters. A, A, E, E, U, A, I, O, A. These are the vowels. And here Bhagavan says, Aksharanam Akarosmi. When we say it comes without any efforts. Now this A starts modifying. Modified A is the total Varnamala. And therefore those who are studying Kundalini Shastra, they know on the different chakras, letters are written. On the basis of this only, Kathopanishad is called as Katha Upanishad. From Ka to Tha, there are 12 letters. Anahat Chakra has got 12 petals. On each petal, there is one letter, Ka, Ka, Ga, Ga. And then Upanishad says that Angushtamatra Purushaha Madhye Atmani Tishtati. See, friends. So, these are all specifics. Vishesha. Original is Anahata. Non-specific. So, real spiritual practice is not becoming extraordinary in this world, but remain ordinary. We don't have to become extra because we are already sufficiently extra. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am rich, I am poor, I am educated, I am overeducated, I am a devotee, I am a Vedanti. If you are from Bihar, without teeth, Vedanti. It's a great fun to watch the Bengalis talking Sanskrit. It's a great fun. They don't say Atma, Atta. No, Atta. They don't say Advaita, Advaita. So, speciality. Sound has become languages. And then languages are creating all the problems. Then everybody tells, my language is superior to your language. This speciality is the cause of samsara. Therefore, nirgunaha kevalatmasi. I am without any speciality. Therefore, kevala. Kevala means only. I am only conscious, blissful existence. Satyam Dhyanam Anantam Brahma. In the language of J. Krishnamurti, objectless awareness. We are not aware of anything, but remaining in awareness. The difference between Vedanta and yoga is this. Yoga talks to us about concentration. In one of the yoga institution when I was there, they were telling me, Swamiji, are you practicing anything for memory? I said, yes, I am practicing. Can you tell us? I said, first you must remember, understand what I am practicing. What? My practice is how to forget. Not remember. What will you do by remembering? Very important. Don't remember anything. And second thing, never concentrate. This is a basic principle. Concentration is always on others. Now if you are listening to me, I have to put the clause. If you are listening to me, you have to listen with concentration. But if you are aware of yourself, you are relaxed. And if we start remaining more and more in awareness, listening will happen, impact will be there, but no listener is created. See, friends. And how the knowledge works. Be very attentive. Knowledge works like homeopathy. You know how the homeopathic medicine works? Once somebody gave me some homeopathic Saudana Khichadi. And after that, he said, Swamiji, I'll give next dose after 6 months. I said, even I don't know where it has gone, 3-4 pills. No, it was a very high potency. Then I became, my God, now what is going to happen? High potency means what? Explain me. He explained that the medicine is diluted to such an extent that no chemical process can even establish that the medicine is there. It is broken up to the atomic level. And then it will become more powerful. So, lesser the medicine, highly diluted the medicine, more is the potency. When he told me that day, I discovered Yahoo. What was that? When the ego is concentrated in one, it is a poison. Diluted, 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 diluted. Brahmasmi becomes more potent. Now apply this in our day-to-day life. I have got one vote. What power I have got? If I want to sign MOA with the South Korean government, who will listen, take my signature? But then, when the Prime Minister does it, oh, it's signed. Now, what is the difference between me and him? I am concerned about me only. He is concerned about the total nation. So, his I includes the complete nation. My I includes this useless body. So, when this I is diluted to the infinitum, highest potentiality starts manifesting. This is what is meant here. Nirgunaha kevalatmasmi nirakarosmyaham sada. And this is also another technique. Practice being formless. To be formless, there are only two things to be consciously practiced. One is listen to the silence. Sounds have forms. Those who are working on the sounds, they will know there is a kind of a graph comes. See? So, the sounds are also having a shape. So, give your time to the silence. Silence has no shape. If you see that little reflecting, it goes straight, that means there is a silence. Again sound comes. Nirakarosmi. Be attentive. Mind cannot survive without name and a form. When you are chanting Lord's name, mind is still there. Now, after the mind is weaned away from the worldly thoughts by chanting the Lord's name, 3, 4, 5 malas you do, mind is weaned from the worldly thoughts. Then, expose the mind to the silence. Mind dissolves. At this moment, we are nobody. Nirakarosmi. I am formless. Kevalam Brahma Matrosmi. Yajarosmi Amarosmi Aham. Therefore, I am absolute blissful existence, Brahma, and Ajaraha. Therefore, I never become old. That I know. People call me old, but I never feel I am old. Are Dambu, the body is becoming old, not you. And Amaraha Asmi Aham. And so also I am never dying. This is another important principle if you study Vedanta or scripture for that purpose properly. If a passing thought comes about our death, we have not studied a single word till date. Death is an illusion. Should we say the childhood died and the teenage came? Should we say the teenage died and the middle age came? Who dies? See, like yesterday I told you probably, before coming to Mumbai, I was in Baroda. So when I left Baroda, Baroda died for me. I am the same. Before Baroda, I was in Ahmedabad. So when I left Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad is dead for me. I am still there. Think. When the childhood body died, let it die, I am still there. Teenage disappeared, I am still there. Middle age disappeared, I am still there. Old age will also disappear, I continue to be. Simply mechanical chanting. Dehinos vinyata dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tatra namuyati. Tali baja. Are? What is the use of all this rubbish? Even a passing thought of death is not acceptable. In the childhood, I had a very bad experience with a snake. Therefore, the moment snake is said, I am very afraid because of that bad experience which I had. Some people are afraid of cockroach. See? I saw one clip somewhere. One actress, she has put on a python on her body and she was having some shooting going on. And in that shooting in that studio, she saw a cockroach somewhere on the floor and she jumped with the snake. Snake doesn't make difference. Cockroach is making a difference. See? So, earlier I had a bad experience of snake, therefore I am afraid, justified. Do we have the experience of death? Why are we afraid? Think. We are afraid because we have seen other bodies dying. And I am a gross body, Gujarati. Therefore, I am also dying and therefore afraid. Think, friends. Therefore, Ajarosmi, Amarosmi. Swayameva swayam bhami, swayameva sadatmakaha, swayamevatmani swastaha, swayameva paragati. It's so beautiful, friends. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.